If you saw part 1, you know what's coming. If you didn't, you're about to see why everyone's talking about it. Part 1 covered the solid careers, the ones built on consistency and smart choices. But part 2? This is where things get different. Because the top 5 didn't just stay famous, they became wealthy. They built empires. And one of them, you'll see at number 1, turned a career most people write off into a multi-million-dollar brand that's still growing in 2025. We're not talking about survival anymore. We're talking about domination. So here's the deal. Part 1 is already up if you want the full picture. Link in the description. But if you just want to see who made it to the absolute top and how they did it, stay right here. Because number 1 is going to blow your mind. Let's go. Number 5. Reagan Fox. Reagan Fox didn't accidentally become famous. She planned it. Every appearance strengthened a carefully built image, confident, self-aware, distinct in how she spoke and presented herself. That careful planning made her stand out in a crowded field. As more people discovered her, she gained more control over how they saw her. Interviews showed the strategic thinking behind her public image. Her fame didn't happen overnight. It built up over time. By the mid-2020s, her name carried real weight that felt earned instead of manufactured. The lesson? Intentional branding isn't shallow. It's the foundation. When built correctly, it turns temporary attention into lasting fame. Number 4. Diamond Jackson. Diamond Jackson grabbed attention from day one, not through gimmicks, but through undeniable presence. Confident, bold, visually memorable. That clarity cut through the noise and built a foundation that would support decades of success. But being different alone doesn't explain lasting fame. Authority does. She projected self-confidence instead of waiting for others to validate her. That energy especially resonated with audiences drawn to strong, unapologetic personalities. By 2025, her name means more than just nostalgia. It represents real influence. She created her own space rather than fitting into someone else's, and that ownership continues to drive her recognition. Number 3. Nina Hartley. Nina Hartley's career spans enough decades to have seen the industry transform multiple times, but her lasting success comes from growth rather than just repeating the same thing. Early fame established her name. Later work as an educator, speaker, and advocate solidified her cultural position. Books, university lectures, public panels. She turned experience into meaningful conversation. This shift earned respect across different generations. Even people unfamiliar with her early work know her as an authoritative voice on topics most people avoid discussing openly. Her path shows how fame can mature into cultural leadership when you have real substance behind it. Influence deepens when you have something valuable to say beyond just promoting yourself. Number 2. Christy Canyon. Christy Canyon rose during an era that shaped industry standards, making her not just present, but actually defining what that period looked like. That timing gave her work historical importance that carried forward even as decades passed. Later work in broadcasting and public appearances kept her connected to new audiences without demanding constant reinvention. She embraced being a landmark, a reference point for an important period. By the 2020s, her name works on 2 levels: memory for those who were there, education for those who weren't. Real historical importance doesn't fade. It gains more meaning over time. Number 1. Lisa Ann. At the top of this list is Lisa Ann, not simply because of her visibility in earlier years, but because of how she reshaped and expanded her public presence long after many names fade. Over decades, she didn't just remain recognizable, she diversified how her name appears in public discussion. Her ability to evolve from a well-known on-camera personality to a multifaceted media voice sets her apart. Outside of her earlier work, Lisa Ann has built a reputation as a commentator and broadcaster, appearing on radio and podcasts that connect with audiences in entirely different spaces. In addition to media roles, she has pursued entrepreneurial ventures that further expand her relevance, including launching a branded wine label in Sicily under the Lisa by Lisa Ann name, where she has been actively involved in grape harvests and production. Financially, her long and varied career has translated into consistent success, with public estimates placing her total net worth at around the mid-millions. But beyond dollars and visibility, what makes Lisa Ann distinctive in 2025 is her continued presence in public conversation, whether through commentary, podcasting, or ventures that connect with people far beyond her earliest work. Her story shows that lasting visibility doesn't happen by standing still. It requires reinventing relevance itself. That's part 2. The top 5 who didn't just last, they leveled up. But you need part 1 to see the full ranking. Links in the description. Go watch it if you haven't already. Which name surprised you most across both parts? Drop it in the comments. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe. We've got more coming. Thanks for watching.